Hello everybody, I hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday. I'm sorry I didn't do this video yesterday. I just wasn't feeling too great, with working out and everything, and I just didn't. I had the idea to do the video, but I didn't know exactly how I wanted to go about it. Plus I was thinking maybe I had another idea. But I just decided to go along with the continued segment of what we were talking about before. You guys know the first two videos was how to get a guy or a girl you're interested in, and the last how-to video was the approach method. So I figured that we covered that part, and that's, to me, I felt like that was some information based on my opinions. Like I said, they're not set in stone. You can do it the way that you feel that's successful right for you. But these are just my opinions. I mean, I gotten some feedback on it, and I appreciate you guys giving feedback on it. And that's just how I feel about it. The next, this is the dating, how to get the date. So you're really interested in the person, you talk to the person, obviously, you find the person attractive. What's the next thing to do after you approach the person to, say hi, how you doing, is to get the date. I feel like if you're on the same wavelength of everything, then getting a date should not be that hard. But there's different types of dates, and exactly like different types of dates. There's friends going out as a date, but not really sure because it's one of those, is it really a date or not a date kind of thing. And that's the ones I really don't like the most, is not knowing whether or not if it's a date or is it just two people hanging out. Because with two people hanging out, there's definitely, you never really know what to expect for that. When it comes to a date, you already definitely know what to expect, what the possibility to expect, which is pretty much the first kiss as a date. The first kiss date thing. First kiss date. You know what I'm talking about. But that's like a toughie too, because I mean you can't just really too much just go up to the person and say, okay, this is a date. But I think that as much as you don't want to, I think it's probably best, because you don't want to, um, two people thinking, one person thinking it is a date and another person don't think it's a date. It's just like, it should be like one of the things that is actually discussed beforehand. Because, I mean, why would you go and sit there, especially like girls, sometimes we like to, which we'll probably do anyway, get ourselves a little bit glammed up or stuff for the date, and then even if it's not, it's just like, okay, well, at least I did look cute for the night. But I mean, don't know, I don't really personally don't know the mind of a guy, but I know some guys do like to make sure that they know that is this a date or not. So there's different types of. I say like the first date should definitely be something where you can still continue to get to know each other, but you actually seeing a person outside the element, i.e., their home, outside the home or apartment, or outside the um aspect of them being with their friends, family and stuff like that. Just you two going out in public to whatever you guys do. But I think ideas for a good right place to go for a date would definitely be maybe movies, and definitely out to dinner, and maybe some kind of fun like arcade games. Well, believe it or not, the art museum is a good place. I love the art museum. Awesome place to actually do, to look at the stuff and discuss some of the things like what do you see in the picture, and just make jokes. It's fun, it's relaxing, it takes the stress off. First dates usually are stressful because, number one, some people, we sometimes we build up so much of it, what we expect for it to be, and then it just end up not really being the way it was. That's why first dates are usually uncomfortable. So I was like, okay, a setting of an art museum or history museum would definitely be a good thing. Plus, for me, okay, I like this stuff. I like history. I like art. I mean, I may not know like some of the famous artists, or like all my history like I used to know back then, but I do like those places. Plus, they're affordable. So for the first date, I really think you should really go all the way out and listen. I mean, trying to press somebody is cute, and that's it's awesome. But then you feel like each time you go on a date, you have to outdo yourself each time. And personally, I don't really think that you should really have to do so much like that. You know. Also, um, I know I said it before, but the little things that counts a lot. Even if you just go on a date and the girl gives you a pack of gum or something like that. It's not saying that your breath stink unless she, just forward to say your breath stink. But just like the little things. Like it could be candy, it can be like little flowers. And I feel like this, going to the store and getting flowers, even if they're $2, I think it means a lot because them flowers do last. So it's a good thing. But also, because the first date you want it to be like a little bit special, so you want to do some stuff that's like special, which consists of you know definitely showing the person that you care and you have interest. And I feel like this gifts do count for brownie points, but you don't. It's not a necessity that you have to do, but it does count for brownie points. It's like, okay, I don't know if this person do this every time, but this is actually kind of nice. You don't have to do it every time though, because doing it every time is like the person will probably end up being expecting it. But surprise kind of thing is awesome because they not like I said, they're not expecting it, and you don't want them to be um you don't want them to be expecting it. So that's better. Um, definitely, but like it's really important to definitely be out there with your feelings and intentions and stuff like that. Because if you don't tell somebody your intentions, then you're gonna be wanting one thing and then finding out that that person don't even want the same thing you want, and you don't want it to be different wavelengths. So definitely will be like date will be the thing. Like if your intention is to date the person, just come out and say, well, my intentions is to have our first date. But I feel like this though, it really would be nice if you already have an idea of what to do, plan, but saying like, I think my intentions are to us to go out, you know, go out, and then I don't know what we're gonna do, but I think that, I mean, it's a good start, but I feel like this kind of have some kind of idea of where you want to go, and like, and please never have your first date as a group date because then it's just already awkward as it is that you're going on the first date, but then with a bunch of people, as much as that's good for maybe for you and maybe for her, but it's still not a way of actually you two together getting to know each other. And that's just my opinion, and that does not always work. It's just uncomfortable. It's like a little bit uncomfortable because especially if you already said as a date, but you're like, oh, my buddies Jim and Tim, and then their girls are coming with us, and then Bill and then Steve are coming too. That's a little much too. I mean, there's light on the pressure, which means it's not much pressure going on, but in the actuality that you're still not getting to know each other on a one-on-one basis. One-on-one things are really cool, but yeah, movies at home stuff is fine, but I think that taking a chance of going out would probably be much better because then you'll see each other outside in your out elements. And if you're just taking time and just spending an hour out in the park, just sitting out there enjoying the weather and the people that walk past. It's still a good thing. It's a good day. You're still talking to get to know each other. And if you do that and you bring chips and something to drink and maybe food, maybe like little snacks or fruits or something like that, it's still a date and it's a nice date. And plus, with the fall, with the weather being like in the fall before it really gets cold, it's actually a nice time to do so. Um, that's what I think about for the pork to date method. It's just pretty much being your intentions are and actually figuring out exactly, are you friends or are you friends going on a date, or is it an actual official date at dating? Because official date consider that you're kind of dating, but you're not in a relationship. You're dating, which means, I mean, it's just dating. It's just going on dates and getting to know each other to see if you really want to go on dates, going out more as a couple, or just going to continue to just date. It's it's a step method that people do, but a lot of people don't really do it. But to me, it's an important factor into getting to know somebody and with the possibility of having a relationship. Most relationships don't go the way it was because they don't go on dates and try to get that one-on-one time to get to know each other besides texting or chat or email or thing. I mean, talking on the phone is a good thing too. It's a good way to do it, but just like I said, in face-to-face things, a lot more face-to-face confrontation with this. Also, the whole who paid for what on a date is if it's a date, and usually time is usually like whoever asked the person out usually is, but some people are really gentlemen and some guys are gentlemen and they're willing to pay. Some girls don't mind paying. Like I don't mind paying. But I like to know beforehand so that way I can be like, well, okay, there's no big deal. I'm not gonna get mad if I have to pay. But I mean, um, it's okay. I mean, if a guy wants to pay, then that's fine. I don't want his intentions to think he's gonna get laid afterwards. But I think that the nice gesture that he's willing to pay because that's what he was taught was good. I mean, I had people that did that. They was like, well, I was taught to do this. Just don't worry, I got it taken care of. Which I mean, I tried to tell them that I'll do it, but that was an argument that I couldn't win. So I was like, I'm not gonna go there, and I'll just shut up. But yeah, like I said, I don't mind paying for my own dates for it because I mean I don't feel. I mean they get like if you, especially if you're gonna get upset and that you have to that you as a guy buy and stuff. But thing, the gentleman rule is they do pay for it. Like back then, I know I'm not trying to go back then kind of thing, but gentlemen, most gentlemen do pay for their date for the date meal and stuff. But to me, I don't really get expensive things on the menu, and that's just my thing because I usually feel bad when the guy sometimes when the guy buys, and I don't want to get all that big stuff, and then especially get a whole lot, and then he probably thinking like she's a pig or she hadn't eaten on purpose, so that she can get all this stuff and not pay for it. I don't do that. Um. Also, yeah, like, okay, if a girl decides that she wants to pay for the whole meal, that's, I mean, hey, we're independent women nowadays, so I mean, nothing wrong with it. But I don't think it should be a big controversy of who should pay. I still say, like I said, before the date it should be discussed if you're gonna split the check or possibly if they're gonna pay or not. But I think like ladies, it's okay on the safe side to actually bring your money and your debit card thing because sometimes they'll spring it up on you at the last minute. It just happens, and guys, same goes to you too. But okay, that's all I want to write for this video. So comments and let me know what you guys think about the dating thing or what you think your opinion on who should pay for